こんにちは、波多野裕介です。Hello, my name is Yusuke Hatano. I'm a composer based in Hong Kong. I do film soundtracks and I do pop song arrangements. I write some pop songs, and then this time I had a chance to work on Dynasty Warrior, I was a big fan of Dynasty Warrior since a kid. I always play this game, so I learned Chinese history from this game. When I got this offer, I was so happy, and then I was very fortunate to get the original Dynasty Warrior soundtrack on my hand. I can freely use it. So in this film, I worked on my own music, but I blend in certain melodies, like very signature Dynasty Warrior sound, because I'm a big fan of this game, so I know what kind of sound will make the fan excited. The inspiration, I try to get it from my neighbors. I try to go to the waterfall. I live in a very rural side, have a mountain view. I try to get some ideas from the nature. This is where I worked. I have a very Japanese setting. I think there's not much composer sitting on the ground. I just found this is a comfortable way for me to work on a daily basis. One of the challenges that I had was to have this game soundtrack sound that the fan love. I don't want to betray that expectation as I'm also one of the fans. I also have to make it to match to the film because it's very different from game soundtrack and a cinematic soundtrack. For example, the Dynasty Warrior soundtrack for the PlayStations are more like a band sound with a smaller ensemble, but in the real cinema, there are thousands of people are fighting. It's just that the energy level is not the same. So I have to make sure this energy level matches as well. So throughout, I actually blended a lot of cinematic sounds, maybe percussion sound, big violin sound. So I recorded the Budapest Art Orchestra. I recorded those real Chinese instruments in Hong Kong. After that, of course, it's a Japanese game. The signature sound of this Dynasty Warrior is those guitar duo sounds. So I actually went to Japan, Tokyo, to record the real hardcore rock guitarists, bassists, and drummer. They were amazing. They had high-level Japanese guitar rock sounds. So I'm trying my best to musically blend in all of this multicultural sounds into one film. And even the mixing, I was carefully done with the Japanese real metal mixing engineer to do it together. So besides the action part, the emotional part in the film was one of the challenge too. The opening scene, there are some sad emotional scenes in the film that I tried to blend in, not just the traditional Chinese instruments, but I actually tried to blend in a little bit of jazz harmony into traditional setting, like an orchestra setting. Well, I'm used to maybe sticking to one element, but I never actually blend in this kind of Asian jazz genre into a film before. But it was my personal flavor, and somehow I thought it would match the movie, so I blended in some scenes. That's one of the thing I hope everybody can enjoy while watching the film.